One of these pizzas came out of my pizza oven and the other one came out of my home oven, so stay tuned to see which is which. Hello everybody. So I'm doing a head-to-head Neapolitan style pizza challenge between the Breville pizza oven and my home oven. So what I got here is 2 balls of dough that I made yesterday, and I'll link the recipe for the dough in the description. It's been out for a couple hours now, so should be ready to go. I've got some fresh mozzarella cheese here on paper towel just to dry out some of the moisture. I've got some Italian peeled tomatoes, which I basically just broke them up manually, and then I threw in some salt, so that's all that's in there. So, and I've also got some fresh grated cheese, which is Parmesan and Pecorino Romano, and some basil. And then this pan is a crepe pan, so that's what I'm going to be using for the stovetop, sort of oven version of the pizza. And I've also got my pizza oven over here, which you'll see in a bit. So I'm going to get the dough going, and we'll start from there. So this is about 11 ounces of dough, and I'm going to make somewhere between a 10 and 12 inch pizza. This is a handy silicone mat underneath, which actually has the diameters on it, so it makes it a lot easier to make the pizza. I'm trying to keep a bit of a crust around the sides. Okay, I'll take a little bit of sauce. Given the style pizza, keeping the sauce pretty light on this because the cheese has a fair bit of moisture in it as well, and it's going to cook pretty fast, so keep the sauce light. Put on some cheese. Put on some of this now. And now my trick when doing pizzas like this slightly in advance is to do it on parchment paper. This one's going in the pizza oven, and then I just trim the parchment. And the parchment will come off. I'll take the parchment out after about a minute once the pizza has set. But it makes it a lot easier to transfer the pizza and allows you to actually make them in advance, because otherwise they'll stick to the peel. Okay. We're going to do this one last. Now we're going to make the second pizza, the one that's going to go in the pan and the oven. Okay. Take this, put it in the pan. Now we'll dress this one. Got some cheese left over for finishing, and now this is ready to move to the stove. Okay, so now basically we're gonna cook this on high, and we're gonna cook the bottom first, and then we will put the top under the broiler in order to finish the pizza. Okay, there you can see we're getting a nice char on the bottom. So we're going to turn that off, and now we're going to put it under the broiler. Okay, in the meantime I moved the rack up a little bit. My broiler is not very strong. It really depends on your oven, so this could take anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes, but now we're going to pull it out. Okay, let's take this pizza out. And you can see, look at the bottom. Nicely charred. Now we're going to put a little bit of basil in there. cheese. And there you have a pretty nice looking pizza. So now let's do pizza number 2. So this is in the oven at the wood-fired pizza setting, which is about 750, 800 degrees. Okay, it's been 1 minute, so I'm going to go in and pull out the parchment. Pizza's been in there for about 3.5 minutes. Now 4 minutes and it's done. There we go. Look at that. Okay, put some basil on this, put some cheese. Finish both of these with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And the real test here is the crust. Look at that leopard spotted crust. And both the pizzas actually have pretty good leopard spotting. This one is from the pizza oven, this one is from the oven with the stovetop. Both good. The stovetop one takes longer to cook, so the texture isn't quite as good as the one that cooks in the pizza oven in about 4 minutes, but certainly worth it. Given the pizza oven costs about $1,000, it's not a bad way to go. And this is the way I made my pizzas for years before I got the oven. So thank you for joining.